What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Black Sails, Season 2, Episode 8. And I'm going to continuously sound like a broken record because last episode was insane.
Yes.
Just the developments and the turns and just all the questions that come out of some of these episodes are just on a whole nother level of storytelling. And I love it. I think it's fantastic because I love questions. I love theorizing about things. And one of the big things that came out that episode, and we kind of talked about it a little bit, was this whole idea of James McGraw becoming Captain Flint.
Right.
And there was an interaction there between him and Abigail when she was like, "You're Captain Flint?" And you presented the question, was like, did he take someone's identity? Or is there something else?
Or did he just come up with that name? Or is that also his name?
I feel like the story and the explanation behind how he becomes this grand pirate of just someone that everyone fears, I'm so fascinated because after the last reveal that they gave us that was like mind-blowing, I just can't wait to see where we're going with this because I know the show's going to give it to us. I know they're going to explain it because track record, the show has done a fantastic job with their storytelling and their development of these characters. And yeah, it's just one of those things where it kind of presented a little bit of a kind of a question mark when she saw him. And I mean,
if it's obvious, I'm not seeing it.
This show doesn't do obvious. I feel like this show doesn't give you the obvious, but it's one of those things where I wonder when the last time even was that he presented himself as James McGraw, like as who he is.
It's been a while.
It had to have been a long time. And just everything that this dude constantly is going through, it's just curveball after curveball. And he's done a masterful job, I feel like, kind of adjusting, like calling an audible, trying to make different plays happen as things continuously change.
Bringing sports into them.
I mean, it makes the most sense, those terms and explanations for this stuff.
Anyway.
Basically, things continuously change, and he continuously pivots in the right direction to kind of make things happen.
Sorry.
So it's just very interesting because now this whole Urka Gold situation has hit a new turn, where John Silver, who continuously finds himself in like the best positions possible, like got some information.
This one's nuts. I mean, so good, but also like, damn.
Yeah, like so good to the point that I fear for what would happen to him when and if anyone finds out. Because it's one of those things where everyone's eye is on this prize. Everything, this crew and everyone that like is involved with this, they're all looking towards that gold. And they've said it many times.
You better not be seen ever again. Ever again.
This crew has already spent most of their share in their minds. So it's like, when they find out that they've been duped by John Silver, holy shit. But he was in the right place at the right time. The two dudes that Flint sent to go watch came back. And
they were about to go tell Flint, hey man, it's ready.
But instead, John Silver swooped in, made a deal. And I love the way, like, when he was talking to Max about it, I love the way she was like, they told you that it was like, what? Or they told Flint that. What did they tell you? Yeah. You're a smart one, too. Max is amazing.
Max is very smart. She gets it.
And it's one of those things where, damn, you pulled a swerve. Like, could Flint be just too busy in his brain to like read through that ploy?
Unless he's like got it in the back here. He's like, I'm gonna get to that later. I'll be right back.
I gotta deal with
this. I gotta deal with this. It's in the front right now.
Yeah, he's got this whole Abigail situation.
That's me,
to deal
though. With. I got lots of shit in the back storage. I gotta deal with the stuff in the front right now.
It's just so fascinating to see everybody making their moves. And like, again, it constantly feels like Flint's playing chess and everyone's playing checkers. But right now, it kind of feels like John Silver's ahead of him. It feels like John Silver is taking the prime moment of distraction and prime information. And it would make sense, maybe, that the gold was gone. So maybe he doesn't question that. But at the same time, this whole little disease that wiped out that crew and left all that gold on the beach, it's going to be wild.
I don't know if I honestly, I'm not sure if I would go. How does
take that risk?
Just get like a random disease?
I mean, yeah. some tropical
You eat
thing.
some bad fish or something? What happened, man?
It's an uninhabited area where who knows what is going on there. But, I mean, I feel like that's the least of their problems right now. But is this going to be... So Anne is going through an insane amount of stuff right now. And she's got like identity crisis going on. She's not sure who she is. They told us the story of how her and Jack first met. And she's questioning whether Jack took something from her by rescuing her that day. Something that she could have like fought through and kind of got through herself.
Yeah, was she supposed to be allotted that time or was he supposed to step in?
So now that John Silver has presented Max with this, hey, we need a crew. It sounds like Max has been working on a crew. And is this Anne's opportunity to shine? Is this her moment with Max and John Silver? Like, is that going to happen? Because that was my first thought. As they were talking about compiling their own crew. And then John Silver at the end's like, you got a crew? Max is like, yeah, I do. So it's this whole story is just so well developed. I can't wait to see what kind of curveballs we get because there's seems to be one every single episode and just where this story constantly goes. The ending was very interesting because Eleanor's dad is off doing like this little mission too. And Eleanor's got a whole lot of shit to deal with because she made a choice. She made another choice to go against Vane. And Vane basically was like, you lock the door, I'm going to come see you again.
Well, because this is a death sentence because his crew told him don't trust her and he did it anyways. And it's like they're going to fucking kill him because now they have no leverage.
This is going to be another insane situation on how does he get out of this? Like, how does he, like, dealing with pirates who have very closed-minded sights on goals and just, oh, we get to be rich off of this girl. Now she's gone because you trust, like... There isn't a lot of reasoning, I feel like, with these folks. I mean, Vane is a badass dude. He's probably the baddest dude in the show to this point right now.
But how do you come back from that?
I don't know. That's crazy.
How do you talk to your fellow pirate brothers? I don't think that's
it's a difficult thing. And Eleanor just talked about it last episode. She's got so much Flint in her to the point where... she will do whatever she has to do to accomplish her mission.
Well, because she wants more for where she lives. Yeah. She doesn't... I think it's just whomever is going to help her with that. I don't think it matters if it was Flint or Vane. I
don't know how many times I would cross Vane. I don't know how...
This is probably the last time she'll ever fucking cross him.
I just don't know how many... Like, when you're in her position, how many times can you possibly be like, yeah, I'm going to betray Vane again? This dude is...
I don't know. That fucker falls for it every fucking time, though. Drop pants.
I mean, he does.
Okay, whatever you say, Eleanor. I'm down, girl.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, he's such a vicious dude. I don't know. I would just never feel comfortable even trying it. Because you never know that one time where he's like, you know what? I'm tired of this. You're playing me. I'm going to take you out. Like...
I feel...
his little threat at the end there was scary as hell, though, because he's just scary as hell. So there's a whole lot going on. I can't wait to see where this goes. We're coming down to the end of season 2.
But do you see the power that we have, ladies? Do you see? Sorry, you should never use your power for bad. Sorry.
Use it well. Use it well. Any other thoughts? Let's go.
I'm here.
Well, this is fucking terrifying. Oh, shit.
Oh. That's when she got captured.
Yeah, I forgot it was him that took her. Who was that with her? Was that her mom?
I assume that was her mom.
But I don't know. You
can't
can't assume.
Last night was the first of my journey home. Still, my dreams are haunted by the faces of those pirates that first captured me.
That would be horrifying. Yeah.
Now I find myself in the custody of another band of pirates. I'm told they're different, and I will say that so far these men have treated me civilly, even courteously. They've even afforded me the tools to keep this journal. Just the act of putting my thoughts to paper has helped me feel myself again. To construct for myself an illusion. Recent events were themselves the nightmare, and that these men are simply sailors, tasked with delivering me home.
Could you imagine?
No.
Like,
Fucking no, man. I would never want to get back on a ship ever again.
Though I'm forced to wonder if this illusion is no accident at all. Theatre for my benefit, orchestrated by someone so awful. Even monsters such as these have no choice but to dance to the tune he plays for them.
I'm loving this.
wow.
What happens if that man decides the theatre no longer serves his purposes and he lets the monsters loose?
It's horrifying.
She's excellent at this.
I love they're so creative with their storytelling. I love it.
When I first learned she was on the island, I saw in my mind a 5-year-old child. She's a woman. In fact, she's some sort of clock that's finally struck its time and woken me from this dream we've been living. Reminded me how many years separate me from a world I still think of as home. How unrecognizable a woman I am now would be to the woman I was then.
See, I really like it when
I
it's
recognize you. You recognize me?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
So that's in our favor.
Oh my god, did he just smile? Was that a smile?
Right?
A laugh?
But are you angry with Anne for leaving, or are you angry with me for offering her the opportunity? It would help me to understand with which I am dealing.
Okay. No answer then?
So many
Oh.
years. I knew her, perhaps the only one who truly knew her. But for weeks, with everything we've been through, everything she's done, she's fucking mystery to me. So now I realize two things are possible. One, something has changed within her, something so significant that she's turned into someone I barely recognize. Or two, it's a fantasy that I ever knew her at all.
That's also true.
Wow.
And the most disturbing thing about it is, because it's Anne, I will likely never know which it is. Am I angry that she's gone? Maybe with everything that lies ahead of us, perhaps it's for the best.
Wait, did she leave, or he's talking about his figurative imagination of who Anne is gone?
I have news I think you'll want to hear without delay. When you engaged me to monitor the goings-on across the way, for a generous stipend, I might add, I must confess, I thought you'd overestimated our young friend, Max. There is something afoot at the inn. I believe I know what it is, and I believe you want to know it too.
Shit! And Flint's not there.
With what lies ahead, I'm hoping you'll indulge me in a personal account. About 5 years ago, I served on a merchant vessel, running slaves in and out of Charlestown. I remember the first time I saw those wharves, those patrol ships, and those fucking guns. And the first mate leans in as he sees that look on my face. He says, "That, son, is a town resolved never to be fucked with."
I like his voices.
When Captain Flint first arrived on this island, he gained influence faster than any man I'd seen before. I heard men say it was because of the violence. I heard them say it was his charm. The reason why he was so good at bending men towards his will was he knew the power of a story. That man there, I would argue, may very well be his equal.
The pirate story is Bernard's. Heard him tell it before. That bit about the first mate of her before too. Jeffries, I think. Can't remember. Can't trust a fucking thing out of his mouth.
At the moment he's using it to help the captain. But God help us if he ever realizes what else he could use it to accomplish.
So then God help you right now?
The people of Charlestown are eager to see you and me dead. If Captain Flint is to come through this alive, we will need to be focused and at our best.
What the hell was that? If anyone even remotely suspected something was off about our story, if they even detected the faintest whiff of it, we would all be dead men. The men on this ship face grave danger ahead, so when you sit behind them grinning like a fucking child, you can see how that presents a problem. That man has the potential to be a very real problem for the two of us.
Oh, is that how you pit each other? Oh my god.
It's basically how you get someone eliminated.
Charlotte had left the island, ran off with a man in the middle of the night, a man named Logan, that they started a life together in Providence.
What is that?
Charlotte's savings. Charlotte didn't trust the other girls, so she entrusted it to me. She and this man leave the island with no warning, no witnesses, and no money. A member of Flint's crew, with knowledge of the whereabouts of the Urca gold, walks into her inn. He promptly disappears under suspicious circumstances. And less than a day later, the Urca gold is no longer to be won, but is safely on its way back to Spain.
This is so intense.
This morning, Captain Rackham's ship emptied the entire contents of its hold onto the island, started loading up with fresh water, preparing to set sail.
Ooh, shit.
I believe Max learned about the prize. I believe somehow she managed to convince the island it had disappeared. I believe that right now, she and her partners are preparing to retrieve it.
Damn.
I
lady's
want
coming
the
in real
NASA
handy.
you are trying to build. But if that NASA is ever to be, you have to stop her.
How the fuck are you gonna stop Max?
Oh, we're gonna get another Eleanor Max situation. Holy dude, this is so insane.
Winds are more favourable than we anticipated. The group wants to attack earlier through the wind than you suggested. Might take some manoeuvring he'd prefer not to do in the dark, but he thinks the men are,
Well, I mean, Billy is cute.
Tell him I'm in agreement.
Don't do it, Abigail. He's no good for you, girl.
Why? What's wrong with Billy?
He's a pirate.
I mean,
he might have
His
quite a
name is
nice
Billy.
life. You know, they'd have
In
pretty
case you were
babies.
wondering.
Ah, his name is Billy, in case you were wondering. Yeah, girl.
His parents were levelers in Kensington, spoke out against impressment, kidnappings, printed pamphlets from their home.
wow.
That winter, when the press gangs came through town, they found Billy distributing those pamphlets in the street.
Oh my god.
I suppose they found it funny, snatching him and leaving only the pamphlets for his parents to find.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
When we found Billy, we freed him, and when given the opportunity to confront the man that had taken him from his family, held him in bondage for 3 years without wages or reprieve, he slew that man. After that, he said he couldn't face his father again. Didn't think he'd be able to accept a murderer for a son.
Oh my god.
Everybody's got a story. I'm sorry, Billy. I feel terrible now.
Dude.
Go get Billy. Go get him. Go get him, Abigail. I judged him before I even knew him. I'm so sorry.
All these pirates came from somewhere.
Honestly, that's not like me, so I apologize in advance. I'm so sorry.
I always thought this journey would end in battle, to preserve the things we held dear. But now, as it turns out, something else lies at the end of this road. Judgment. Not of Nassau, but of me.
You can defend that man? There are good arguments in defense of him.
But there are some things that Captain Flint has done that cannot be defended.
Yep.
What?
No sense of the things
This
he
just
knows
looks
about me.
terrifying while he's speaking.
The lower things, the darker things. And the moment he reveals that he knows these things may be the moment that this all comes crashing down.
Oh shit.
He is going to render judgment, and it all depends on what he sees standing before him. Me or my name.
Dude, there are so many moving pieces to this season right now. There's so much going on.
Well, if you can think of something to say to him to get him to fall in line, now would be a good
I have
time.
a feeling he's about to fall.
Is that him that's up there?
Ain't we past that now?
Past it.
What you asked me to do wasn't the point to solve the problem for good.
Oh shit, that is it.
Nicholas was scheduled for duty on the main mast. Seemed like the perfect chance to make it look like an accident.
Dude, John Silver, you totally told him to take him out! Like, oh, fuck.
Oh shit.
I felt like that was pretty obvious. Right? Didn't John Silver just tell him basically, like, when he was like, he's gonna be a problem for the two of us? That means
Okay, but
eliminate him?
No! Not literally.
You're talking to
just
pirates.
talking.
Holy shit. You gotta be careful with your words with these folks. Oh, this is This is getting crazy. Love it.
I thought you'd made it clear what I was to do.
How the fuck could you have thought that?
You said he could sink us, and you gave me a look.
Flint gives an order, but to get your men to follow it, I need to come down here, put on a show, and convince you it's in your interest. But I give you a look, and you're willing to murder a man over it?
I listen to Flint because you tell me it's in my interests. I listen to you because I know you give a shit about my interests.
Oh, damn. So now don't you feel bad, Silver, for, you know, not including everybody?
I mean, this is just...
Nicholas Irving.
From across an ocean, it is hard to know what the new world is. All I knew were the stories I was told of monsters and valiant men sworn to slay them. But now that I've nearly traversed the ocean that separates New World from Old, I fear the stories I've heard may have clouded the truth more than clarified it.
She's getting to
It
actually
would seem these
experience.
monsters are men.
Oh,
And it would seem these men fear their own monsters. An empire, a navy, a king, my father.
I mean, she's getting first-hand experience with them and seeing that they're not so bad.
My youth, uncomfortable stories.
I've told you my father is a reasonable man until I received a letter from him years ago in which he recounted to me the story of a ship headed for Charlestown, attacked by pirates. The ship which was attacked was named the Maria Lane.
That name sounds familiar.
The ship was set upon by Captain Flint and his men, and in the midst of the bloody assault, there was one particular victim. A very important man traveling under an assumed name. His name was Alfred Hamilton.
Oh, shit.
Given the lengths to which this man had gone to protect himself, the fact that he fell under Captain Flint's sword suggested he'd been hunted, pursued, and then executed in cold blood.
Oh.
So this is the Hamilton they were talking about.
Motive unclear, the intent apparently dark and awful.
That is what Gates was talking about.
That he would dedicate his life to eradicating it, and that there would be law in the Americas the day Captain Flint swung over Charlestown. I appreciate what you've done for me. When you return me to Charlestown, turn around and sail away.
So they all know that it was him who killed the father of the love of his life.
But no one knows why.
Right. Well,
most people don't
unless
know
they
why.
know. I don't know.
You'll be safe here until I return.
What are you talking about? I'm going with you.
You heard what she said. It's too
If I'm
dangerous.
standing next to you, he's far more likely to see you for the man you were.
I see no reason for you to take that risk. None that I am willing
It
to...
was my fault. I'm the one who learned Alfred Hamilton was a passenger on that ship.
Oh, shit.
Danger it would put you in, knew the horrors it would incite. If you're going to face judgment behind those walls, then so should I. For if anyone is responsible for what happened that day, it's me.
She's a ride or die.
She is a ride or die, man.
I mean, how do you tell her no after that? It's like...
Are you Captain Vane? We received your letter and your demand.
I'm not Charles Vane. I have no demands. But I do have a request.
Yeah, Vane got that letter sent out.
Real fast.
That was a priority.
Send it by fucking carrier pigeon? What? Jesus.
This is so... I'm so nervous about what the hell's gonna happen here.
Well, I feel like they're gonna leave us on a fucking cliffhanger. I'm gonna be pissed.
I mean, at least we know that they don't have a kill on sight order. Because they want to hang him on display for everyone.
I know, but...
Oh, no! The governor is
oh my God.
The governor gave very specific instructions. And if we're able to get our hands on Captain Vane, he never leaves this place again.
That's not...
I don't see any reason those instructions don't apply to you too. If anything...
Stop! They're telling the truth. He's an old friend of my father's. I remember him. I know him. And if you strike him again, my father will know you did so after I made this clear to you.
Shit.
I'm gonna tell my dad, you bitch. Get it, Abigail. Thank you. Holy shit.
What is this reunion gonna be like? Holy shit.
Oh my god, dude. I'm nervous.
Welcome to Charlestown.
Alright, what is Vane up to?
Oh shit. Whose foot is that? Oh shit.
What the hell?
Is that Vane? That's her dad!
Oh shit.
This was found pinned onto him.
That's who he ran into in the dark.
I was once a slave. I know too well the pain of the yoke on my shoulders. I know the freedom of having cast it off. So I'm resolved. I will be no slave again. And as I am free, I hereby claim the same for Nassau. She is free today, and so long as I draw breath, she shall remain free. Richard Guthrie was engaged in an effort to see her return to the rule of a king, to see the yoke returned. He betrayed Nassau. As far as you and I was warned about you, warned you would betray me. I'd hoped you and I shared enough to make such a thing unthinkable. I'd hoped those warnings were wrong. But I know you too well, so I prepared in case they were right.
Wow.
You removed the girl from my possession, but in turn, the man of war moved on from the bay, moved on from a position of heightened security in which the last thing any of them will be watching is the water.
Oh, you sneaky son of a bitch.
Clear. Price for the girl, one way or another. I was going to claim it. And once I do, I'll be returning to Nassau to settle the rest of my accounts.
Oh shit, he's fucking scary. They're waiting in the water to attack Charlestown. Holy shit, well... Oh my god, he's a fucking scary motherfucker. They're over there sitting in the water while Captain Flint, Miss Barlow, and like and Flint's ship is there, and these fuckers are gonna get fucking murdered.
This is so insane.
Just to make sure that Eleanor and Flint's idea of, you know, having Nassau be its own or not be its own thing fucking ruined.
Oh, do you remember the meeting where Vane was like, give me the ship? So he's gonna go take his prize. He's like, I lose the girl, I get the ship. That's
well, he's taking more than the ship.
But you get the ship, you've got, that's kind of like phase one. Right?
No,
they're not going to go storm the ship right now?
I feel like they're going to go storm Charlestown.
I feel like they need the ship. I don't know. I got the vibe that they're going to steal the ship. Because that was something Vane wanted. Why would they even be able to put on a proper assault on Charlestown with...
No, they're going to go show them, hey, look, we're pirates. We're fucking terrifying. You shouldn't fuck with us.
I feel like
and then he's going to go back to Nassau and he's going to be like...
I feel like you can make a bigger impact by opening fire with that friggin' Spanish warship.
Well, that too. I don't know.
That's where I think
we're seeing this
that's where I think they're going. I think they're going to the ship to commandeer themselves a warship, and then they're going to raise hell after that.
I don't know, but
we'll see.
Wow.
You called it the cliffhanger.
Is a scary dude.
Yeah, I mean, the dude is so smart. And he's so well, like, organized. Like, he's really good at, like, here's what I need to have happen, and then accomplishes it. Like, he's really good. Super tactical, very smart, very scary dude. Like, he's horrifying.
So, I really think that he's going to go in and kill Lord Ash. And possibly also Abigail. And try to kill Flint. And also take everything that they want.
Yeah.
Which includes the ship.
I think it starts with the ship.
No,
I feel like
he doesn't want any...
All it is Flint's crew on the ship.
I understand, but he also doesn't want anybody touching Nassau.
I mean, they're not going to run through with 20 pirates with swords against... I would imagine they'll have military on that base island to protect Ash. I don't know. I feel like getting on the ship, getting the weapons off the ship, then doing that makes more sense. Then who knows what they even have on them right now. But I don't know. We'll find out, I'm sure, next episode. Which, this show does such a fantastic job with good cliffhangers.
They're good, yeah.
Like, they're not cliffhangers that necessarily build a lot of animosity and anger. It's more like, oh my god, I can't wait. Versus, oh, seriously?
No, if they would have just shown us the feet of who was hanging there and then cut off the fucking episode, I would have been pissed.
I love the way they tell stories in this show. It was an Abigail heavy episode, and her experiencing things and her traveling home and her just VOing the whole kind of experience and story. I love it. And then like reading through Vane's letter, I love the way they tell their stories because it's such an easy mechanism to like tell your story while we're showing you visuals.
Well, I like how Abigail's is like, like, oh, they're not so bad. These are men too. And then fucking Vane is like, I'm gonna fucking kill all
Hold
of
my
you.
beer.
Yeah, right.
We're good men. Okay, I'll show you otherwise.
No.
Because we have a mission. We want money. We got goals.
We're the
pirates,
monsters.
damn it.
We're the monsters.
We're pirates.
Anyway.
I mean, just there's so much tension all over the place, and getting the inside scoop from the old madam of the
inn.
hostel, or what is it called?
The inn.
The inn.
Brothel,
thank you. Hostel, brothel, same shit.
Y'all staying in hostels across like different countries. It ain't that. Apparently it's a brothel.
Very different thing. But like getting that inside information, it's like Eleanor's like super smart too, because the fact that she even had the thought of like, yeah, I need a mole to relay information in and out of that place.
She's been keeping her on payroll this whole time, though. That's like crazy to me.
Yeah, and it's just
smart.
Her ability to like piece things together, being like, well, I was holding, and this is one of those crazy things, the girl that Anne killed had savings kept away from the inn, and the person who's holding it's like, yeah, she wouldn't have left without this. So
her entire life savings.
Something's up. Something's weird. She ain't leaving. And just a mystery of one of Flint's crewmen's also dead at the same time. Like, shit don't add up, and she was able to add it up and just add another layer of just constant just wildness in this show. Because it doesn't stop. Mm-mm. I feel like we've been on one of these for a while now. And Ash's response when he saw Flint was...
Welcome to Charlestown.
Like, it was almost... there was like a level of emotion there, like, hello, old friend, kind of. Like, he didn't have a look in his eye like, I'm angry, I'm going to kill you. It was like, oh, I'm actually happy to see you.
Sort of.
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Like, grateful, but...
It's very interesting because... everything that we've been told, how savage he is now with... I mean, there was a dude hanging in the market area with a pirate sign on him. Like, that response was kind of interesting to me. They do go way back. They do have history. And, I mean, they have recent history that's not as good. So that response was kind of interesting. I wasn't sure what to expect, to be honest. I mean, he got his daughter back, so he'd be grateful and happy there.
Yeah, but
I don't know. Maybe seeing Lady Hamilton was a good thing.
But the murdering.
Oh, that. So that was the Hamilton. Like, that's why we got confused.
Yeah.
So Flint killed his dad.
Yeah. His love's dad.
Yeah.
That fucker who was like, not in my house. Fucker. Fuck you, dude.
And
deuces!
Brutal, violent murder, which obviously spread like wildfire amongst everybody. Mm. Which is why he is who he is, and he's treated the way he is.
I get it. Yeah.
So, another banger of an episode. This show's so good. We have like
which
two
also,
more.
It makes me feel really bad for, his Thomas.
Well, I mean, Thomas was locked away in a mental hospital.
Which just...
is just awful and horrible.
For nothing.
And it sounds like he died there, which is just...
I hate
That's
that.
horrible. So that like the whole story, like
they just wanted to be together. What the fuck is the?
It just goes to show you even more reason why and how Flint will literally go to no end to accomplish what he needs to accomplish.
Damn right,
he will do whatever he needs to do.
Especially for the love of his life.
Yeah,
Damn
and just
right,
to follow through with that plan. Yeah, there's just a whole lot. And that was awesome.
Yep.
Any other thoughts?
No.
All right, y'all. Leave your comments down below, and we will see you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.